Making money is not easy anywhere on the earth. But yes, it is billionaire's paradise. If you have right network, clear strategy, if you know the product, if you know the market, definitely this market gives you good money.
But to the top of it, the cost and over and above, the living cost in Dubai is quite high.
It is, but the cost of living is high. At the same time, whatever you pay or spend, you get the value for it.
Many Bollywood stars are living in Dubai. They have moved to Dubai.
Because they love the lifestyle here.
Right.
See, what you can get here, what a Bollywood star can get here by spending whatever money they are doing in Dubai, they can never get back in India.
So what's the lifestyle flex that people only who live in Dubai understand?
Getting anything, anytime. Super luxury cars, personalized luxury, VIP access to beaches, and above all, winters like no other. So these are the lifestyle flex which people are enjoying in Dubai.
So if I give you an unlimited budget, what is the first property you would buy in Dubai?
A villa on Jumeirah Bay Island with 30,000 square feet plus modern luxury living.
So you have to define your purpose basically.
Absolutely.
Don't
If
follow others' footsteps and define
No.
your own purpose.
Not at all. You cannot buy a property because somebody else has bought it.
Right. Hi. So today we are here with Mr. Jasmeet Singh Anand
And Miss Vibhu Vermani.
to talk about Dubai's real estate market. So Mr. Jasmeet, Dubai is often seen as billionaire's paradise. Is it that easy to make money here or is there a hidden blueprint?
Making money is not easy anywhere on the earth. But yes, it is billionaire's paradise. If you have right network, if you have a clear strategy, if you know the product, if you know the market, and if you can create brand. And when I say brand, does not mean a company's brand, even a personal brand also, right? If you can create a brand and market your product in this market with a clear strategy, definitely this market gives you good money. Now here, the catch is when I say right network in the strategy you are getting into, right? Let's say I want to get into real estate. I should know who are the clients, who are the buyers. I should know what property should be sold and what property should not be sold, or what property is the right requirement of the client. When I say brand means people should trust on you, right? If the people are trusting Vibhu Vermani today in real estate in Dubai, means they are not betting on Dubai as of now. They're betting on Vibhu first and then Dubai. So you have to become the representative of Dubai's market to your client. Now if somebody can plug all these things together, Dubai definitely gives you a lot of money.
Right. So is Dubai's tax-free system the real deal or are there any hidden costs which people generally overlook?
What do you think?
I think there are hidden costs involved.
Okay. So I'll tell you one thing. There is no hidden cost, but yes, when it's truly tax-free on personal income, it's truly tax-free on capital gains, it's truly tax-free when it comes to your hand, your income, salary, rent, anything is all truly tax-free. Where it's not a hidden cost, but where the consideration comes is that UAE has also introduced 9% corporate tax in July 2023. So that is one. Second, the company setup will also, the licenses and renewals will cost you every year. And when it comes to real estate, there is a stamp duty charges or registration charges, we call it, of 4%, which are levied by the Dubai government or UAE government. Now, these are the considerations. You may call them hidden, but they're not hidden. They are very clearly communicated to everyone before they enter the market. So your personal income is all completely tax-free. On business side, there is 9% corporate tax and 5% VAT. On real estate transactions, there is a 4% stamp duty charges and maintenance charges. On company, there is a renewal and company setup charges, which are very clearly communicated to anyone before entering into the market.
So that means the cost is there, but everything is very transparent in Dubai.
The cost is there only for businesses. For individual, it is absolutely tax-free.
Right. But to the top of it, the cost and over and above, the living cost in Dubai is quite high.
It is, but the cost of living is high. At the same time, whatever you pay or spend, you get the value for it.
Right. So yeah, Dubai is expensive, but only if we compare it with India. If we compare it with the metros of the world, with the high-end cities of the world, I think Dubai is still very reasonably placed, and you find the things quite economical here.
Not even India, only tier 2 cities of India. If you look at metros of India or metros of the world, Dubai is very reasonably placed.
Yeah, that's true. So, but why do investors from Bollywood stars to hedge fund millionaires, they keep on pouring money in Dubai instead of Singapore, New York or London?
Okay. So Dubai has done one thing very different than rest of the world. Everywhere in the world, wherever you go to New York, you go to India, you go to whichever place in the world, the taxation system generally discourages you from earning more. So higher you earn, more taxes you pay.
Right.
So Dubai has done one thing very different than rest of the world, that they have a very flat system of taxation on businesses, which is 9% flat. You earn 1 million or you earn 100 million. The tax slab stays at 9%. This is something which people who want to earn more and are ambitious, they love this fact that I will not be taxed more if I earn more. So that is just one reason. Second, as I mentioned earlier, the networking. Once you are in billionaires' paradise, you will only and only meet billionaires. So if you want to do business with billionaires, where will you go? Where the other billionaires are. So this is the place where other billionaires are already living here. So people come here for networking, people come here for business, and the easy trade policy which Dubai has adopted makes it so convenient. There is no trade war between the two countries and where UAE is involved. UAE is not involved in any trade war across the globe. So you are working with two different countries, and the trade policies which UAE has adopted is very business friendly. So if you want to work with any part of the world, I'm saying, Dubai is the easiest place to work from. Any other country will have trade war with some other country, or they will have some differences with some country. UAE has none. UAE has made a very simple trade policy that if you want to work, just work, pay the government dues and you earn your money. No additional charges, no hidden charges, no additional surcharge or taxes which many countries levy on higher income. So these are the things which are attracting big businessmen or billionaires to come here. Why Bollywood stars are coming here? I'm sure that I don't need to give any answer to this. All the fans of Bollywood stars are also living in Dubai only. So when Bollywood stars come here, other than the monetary benefit, they also get the fame. They also get a lot of acknowledgement.
Many Bollywood stars are living in Dubai. They have moved to Dubai.
Because they love the lifestyle here.
Right.
See, what you can get here, what a Bollywood star can get here by spending whatever money they are doing in Dubai, they can never get back in India. Over and above, the safety is one of the biggest reason. So these stars always are under threat back in India from someone or the other or some unknown people. Sometimes it is all fake, but still they get a lot of threats. Here, the safety is something which is given to everyone. Right? So I don't have to carry two bodyguards when I'm moving on the roads. I don't have to have a caravan of 5 cars or 4 cars with gunmen and security. So these are the things which attract Bollywood stars to Dubai, that you don't need to have your own security or bodyguards. The UAE government takes care of every resident very well.
Yeah, we are staying in Dubai. I think we can vouch for it that it's so safe it is. You know, we can walk around even at midnight and it's absolutely safe. There is not a single doubt in our mind.
Could you do that back in your country?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So that is
taking a taxi in the middle of the night, there's no hitch at all. And we feel absolutely safe in Dubai.
So if you feel so, just imagine somebody with that stardom, right? They also need that safety. They also are looking for easy, convenient locations to live. And what better than Dubai?
Yes. And I think the best part, as you said, is with regard to the taxes. Whatever I am earning, there's no income tax. Everything is going in my pocket. So, you know, I can spend my money as per my wish. I don't have to give anything to the government. So that is the biggest attraction as an individual I have in Dubai.
And in turn, you're getting what? You're getting the clean environment. You're getting safety. You're getting most beautiful places in the city to visit. You don't have to visit Switzerland. You don't have to visit New Zealand. You don't have to visit Australia or US. You get everything in Dubai today. So imagine for that low cost, which is no taxation, you're getting everything here. So if it attracts you and me, it definitely attracts the wealthiest.
Right. So one of the reason I think the Bollywood stars and other stars, they're moving to Dubai is that it's illegal to take someone's pictures or videos without their consent. So
It's breach of privacy if
it's
somebody does it.
Absolutely. So they feel more, there's more privacy here, and the paparazzi is not always following them, and they can have a me time with their family. So that's, I think, also one of the reason, because back in India or in their home countries, they're always, the paparazzi is following them, and they have to really hide from the cameras. So I think that's also one big motivation for these big stars to move to Dubai.
So, and also, the prices of an apartment in Mumbai, where all these Bollywood stars are, is much higher than a villa on a Palm Jumeirah here.
Yes.
So imagine somebody with that kind of money living in an apartment in Mumbai versus living in a villa in Palm Jumeirah here with all the safety around. So people do get attracted, and not only Bollywood stars, any wealthy person across the globe, not only from India. India is definitely, because 35% of population in Dubai today is Indians. So Indians are more exposed to Dubai. It's very near to India. It's just a 3.5 hours flight. Anyone can come anytime. So that is the reason that you see more Indians. But it's not only Indians. Across the globe, all wealthy people are looking for safety, security, privacy, and lifestyle. And you get it all here.
So what's a lifestyle flex that people only who live in Dubai understand?
Getting anything, anytime. Super luxury cars, personalized luxury, VIP access to beaches, and above all, winters like no other. So these are the lifestyle flex which people are enjoying in Dubai. So you have all the super luxury cars here. And youngsters, forget about youngsters, even elders, when they come here, they get fascinated by seeing all the luxury cars on the road. And you can drive you can rent a car and you can drive anywhere. The beaches, the clean beaches you'll find in Dubai. I don't think anywhere in the world you can see beaches as clean as we have in Dubai. And there's so many things to talk about. I can go on and on. I won't stop because I'm in love with Dubai. So if you look at the lifestyle flex, I think anything and everything you want, any time you want, you can get it. 24/7, the city never sleeps. Whether it is 4 a.m. in the morning or 4 p.m. in the afternoon, you'll see people on the road. During daytime, people are working, and during evening time or early morning, people are enjoying their life. So that is what people are liking about Dubai the most.
And how about the real estate? It's adding to that lifestyle flex and the luxury, the penthouses, villas and mansions. I think there is no comparison what Dubai is building and constructing with the rest of the world.
So what do you do with money? When you earn money, what do you do? The first thing you do is you try to improve your surrounding. What is the first surrounding? First surrounding is your house or home. So that is where people are spending a lot. People who have a lot of money, they cannot get the surrounding by spending hundreds of millions in their own country. Right? I come from India, and when I look back, the properties in India are more expensive than Dubai. Most of them, especially places like Gurgaon, Delhi, Mumbai, the properties are very expensive. But the moment you come out, what do you get? You get potholes on the road, you get traffic, you get road rage, you see people fighting there on the road. Here, that does not happen. Where does one want to spend money? I would want to spend money on the surroundings. So that is the real estate. So when I live in a house, I want best of the house. I want best of the bedroom. I want best of the drawing room. I want a swimming pool in my house. I want my house to be on the beach, or a penthouse which gives me a 360-degree view of entire Dubai. So that is adding to the lifestyle of people in Dubai. So Dubai is not just about the luxury. It's about effortless luxury. Anything in the world, whether it's food, whether it's drink, whether it's architecture, anything in the world, either Dubai is the pioneer or the beat the pioneer. So this is how Dubai is growing, and this is how Dubai is attracting the millionaire. If I am living in Dubai, the reason is not only money. Money is definitely one of the main reasons, but it's not the only reason. The reason is that I get surrounding like no other place on this earth.
Yeah, so Dubai is always on the trend. I mean, whatever new is coming across the globe, you will find that in Dubai. Be it fashion, be it food, be it architecture, be it anything. Whatever new comes in the other part of the world, you'll find that trending in Dubai.
And the trend beats other trends.
Yes. So we have discussed about all the good things. Now I wanted to ask, what is the biggest mistake which investors make while they are investing in Dubai?
Okay. The biggest mistake people do is following others. right? Because they don't do their own research. They just follow somebody. One of my cousin has bought property in Dubai. I also want to buy property in Dubai. That cannot be the reason for buying a property. Right? That can be a reason for buying a cloth, or maybe buying an attire, or buying a shoe that my neighbor has it and I also want it. But if you're buying a property, it cannot be following your neighbor or cannot be following your cousin. Or somebody says that everyone is investing in Dubai, let us also go and invest in Dubai. You have to define the purpose clearly. Why do you want to invest in Dubai? You have a long-term plan? Do you want to move in here? Do you want to move your kids here? Or you want to spend your retirement life here? Or it is just a pure investment where you invest money and earn rental out of it.
So you have to define your purpose basically.
Absolutely.
Don't follow others' footsteps and define your own purpose.
Not at all. You cannot buy a property because somebody else has bought it.
Right.
Everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own reasons. Everyone has their own purpose. I am not aligned to your purpose, right? I am aligned to my purpose only. So when I am aligned to my purpose, I have to do my own research. So based on hype, if somebody buys property here, that's the biggest mistake. And the other mistake is ignoring developer's track record. Before buying a property, you must look at the developer's track record. You must look at the quality the developer has delivered in past. You must look at the existing properties of the developer. Also do a little bit of research on the financial condition of the developer as well. If the developer is of a sound financial position and has a repute, definitely he will deliver the product in time.
And who can provide all this information?
You can reach me out. Okay. So there you will find real estate experts in Dubai who can guide you on these things as well. There are some people who just are interested in selling a property, and there are some people who are interested in building relationships. So that's what we do. That I would want a client to have a long-term relationship with me. We all make mistakes. We can also make mistakes at times. But our intention is always to get the best deal, best project, which is most suitable to the client's requirement.
I think some real estate consultants, they are doing this mistake that they are pushing the clients to buy a particular project or a particular property without actually understanding the needs and what the client actually wants. What is his budget? Which area he prefers? Is he living alone? Is he going to live with family? So I think that is very important.
It's not only the agent's fault. At times it is the customer's fault also. Because the customer pushes so much that I need a cheaper property. Now, if you need a cheaper property, go and buy in Ludhiana. Don't come to Dubai then. So, because Dubai is not for a cheap property. Dubai is for a reasonable property. I understand if somebody is saying that I need a reasonably priced property, that I understand. But when people say cheap property, agents give them cheap property, right? And cheap will never be good, right? So, if you're coming to Dubai, you have a purpose in mind. Please define the budget as well. I'm not saying buy a very expensive one. I'm not telling you to pay overpriced. I'm not telling you to pay overpriced for a property. But I'm just requesting you, and this is for the both, for agent as well as the client. Client should have a defined purpose. If you're running after cheap property, then you will get a cheap one. The agent should meet the requirement of the client. Right? The client is needing a property for his end use. Then please look after every detail very well. If the client is looking for investment, then please look after the area and the location we are getting in, because different areas have different returns, whether it is rental return or capital appreciation. A farther area, let's say Dubai South and the eastern side of Dubai, what we talk a lot about these days, will definitely have a capital appreciation, but will also come with maybe 4, 5 or 7 years horizon. Area like Marina, Business Bay, Downtown, DIFC, these will always yield a higher rental return because the demand today is very high.
So the client basically has to see what suits his requirement, whether he is willing to stay now, he wants to stay now, or whether he is willing to wait for another 6, 7 years. And that client has to basically understand, and he has to define that, and he should, the property should give him value for whatever money he's putting in.
Absolutely. Another trend which we have seen recently amongst the clients is that they fall for unrealistic payment plans. There are clients who come here and say, can I get a property without paying down payment? Now, how can you get a property without paying any down payment? Now, here is the catch. See, businessman or a developer or small developers or new developers will try and catch you on some unrealistic payment plans. And here you have to be very careful. Right? Read the documents carefully before signing. Get into the agreement when you're signing SPA. Please read everything carefully. If the deal looks too good to be true, please be careful before entering into.
Right.
And also, many times, clients do not consult a specialist here. They themselves become specialists. Now here, I'm not saying that he doesn't understand. He has money. He has earned money. So he's an intelligent person. But like all the doctors, like all engineers, they have specialty in their area. Right? There are people who have specialty in Dubai's real estate market also. There's no harm in consulting them. Right? And then validate your research as well. Do your own research. Validate it with specialists in Dubai for real estate. I think you won't make any mistake in that case.
I think buying property in Dubai can be highly profitable, but only if you play it smartly.
Absolutely. You're right.
So if you had $1 million to invest in Dubai, what would be your move?
I'll buy a property worth $5 million immediately with that $1 million. By going to a bank, taking a mortgage, and buying a property worth $5 million. That is one move I can do.
I think that's a very smart move. And can the outsiders and the people who are not residing in Dubai, can they get a mortgage in Dubai?
Yes, they can also get, but in that case, it'll not be 80%. It'll be up to 60% mortgage even they can get. So if a non-resident person comes to Dubai and wants to buy a property, he can also double the investment. If he has 1 million, he can buy a property up to 2 million. That is one. The other move one can make is if you get into offline property, you don't have to make the entire payment upfront. So you only make 20% today, and then there are easy installments in next 3 to 4 years. So if I have 1 million today, I'm sure that I'll have more money coming in on the way in next 2 to 3 years. So I'll make a down payment of this 20% and buy a more expensive property. Now, there are multiple other things I can do. If I have $1 million, I'll not invest all the money in one property. Maybe I'll buy one studio or 1 or 2 studios for a short-term rental, and rest of the money I'll put into offline. The rental from the studio will keep servicing the payment for the bigger property I'm buying. In next 2 to 3 years, I'll have free property, and I'll have studio which is earning me a rental yield every month. So there are multiple ways you can invest this $1 million. You just have to reach me out and I'll tell you how to invest.
Yeah, I think that's a very smart way of investing, and investing in multiple properties and getting the benefit of high yield as well as capital appreciation.
Absolutely. So you can taste both. You can get rental yield from those studios, and you can get capital appreciation from this offline property.
Yes.
Tell me, what would you do if you have $1 million to invest in the Dubai market?
So yes, I think if I have $1 million, I would rather investing in one big property. I would divide and buy multiple properties like, I'm also of the same opinion, buy a studio, buy a 1-bedroom, because studios are very, good for short-term rentals. The people who come to Dubai and they want to, you can put your studios on Airbnb and they can fetch you really good short-term rentals. And then 1-bedroom is good enough for a couple staying in Dubai or a small family with one child. Even a 1-bedroom is highly popular in Dubai. So I would buy a studio, I would buy a 1-bedroom apartment, and yes, I would also like to put some money in an off-plan property, because the best part about the off-plan property is that you don't have to pay the entire money in one go. There are amazing payment plans which are being offered by the developers. So you can, the short-term rental which I'm gaining from the studio, I can make a payment for the payment plan in my off-plan property.
Absolutely. So that's what we do. We offer multiple options to the client as well. The one suits his requirement the best, he is free to pick up.
Tell us the craziest real estate deal or negotiation you have been part of.
Oh, don't ask me, but anyways, let me just share one incident with you. That this client from US wanted to buy a penthouse at Palm Jumeirah. Now, penthouse is a luxury, it's a lifestyle, it's a statement, and that's what he wanted to buy. The entire thing happened in just 48 hours, but those 48 hours were nothing short of most exciting 48 hours of my real estate journey. This guy also wanted a private yacht slot in Palm Jumeirah itself. Now, penthouse does not come with a private slot for your own yacht. So finally, we figured out in next 24 hours, we figured out somebody who was wanting to sell his private yacht slot. And he made money by selling that slot. The owner of the penthouse was happy because he got a private yacht slot he wanted to flaunt. And we were happy because the deal was closed. But it was the craziest thing to do to find out who has a slot, to figure out whether he is ready to sell or not, to do the negotiation with him, then finally to make the owner pay for the slot separately other than the Palm Jumeirah penthouse price. So this was one of the craziest thing we have ever done from our side in real estate.
I think the client was really lucky that he was able to get it and you helped him through. So
we were lucky to get the deal for the client.
Yes. Okay, what is the most expensive real estate sale you have seen happening within 24 hours?
150 million dirham plot on Bulgari Island.
So if I give you an unlimited budget, what is the first property you would buy in Dubai?
A villa on Jumeirah Bay Island with 30,000 square feet plus modern luxury living.
Dubai is evolving fast. So what is the next big real estate trend which investors should jump on before anyone else?
See, Dubai is ever evolving. It'll keep evolving. It was evolving earlier. It'll keep evolving in future as well. The recent trend which we're noticing is the demand for luxury villa is increasing. There's not much of supply of townhouses or villas as well. So if at all investor wants to jump in, this is the right place. This is the right segment to enter because future is only and only for luxury in Dubai. We were talking about millionaires and billionaires moving to Dubai. Where will they live? They will not live in 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. They would want a mansion. They would want a villa. They would not want a land. They would want a privacy. And that is where the future lies for Dubai.
So if someone is sitting on the fence about moving to or investing in Dubai, what would you advise him?
My first advice would be move away from fence, either this side or the other side. Don't keep sitting on the fence because that's the most confused place where one is sitting, which is the fence. If he moves back, it's good for him. If he move ahead, it's good for him. But my advice would be to move ahead because Dubai has a lot to offer in future. What we are seeing is just tip of the iceberg. The entire plan for 2030 and 2040 holds a lot for anyone who's ambitious and enthusiastic. So if the person sitting on the fence is ambitious and enthusiastic, he should take a leap now.
So thank you everybody for watching us. Please hit the like button and leave the comment below.
And subscribe to the channel for upcoming podcasts.